Ever leave the house for a quick trip, only to return and find your cat acting like you've been gone for years? You know the drill: frenzied meowing, tail flicking, and that look that says, "Where have you been?" But what if we told you that this dramatic cat greeting isn't just about you being the snack provider or the human who opens the door? Many people think cats don't miss us, or at least not the way we miss them. After all, they're independent, right? Surely they'd be fine with an automatic cat feeder and a cozy radiator, but the heartbreaking truth is, cats do miss us deeply. Even though they might not show it with a tearful goodbye at the door, our absence hits our cats harder than we think. In this video, we're diving into the signs that prove just how much your cat really does miss you when you're away. And for those moments when you feel like your cat's world is falling apart, we'll also share some tips to ease their anxiety. Because let's face it, our cats need us as much as we need them. Before we dive in, please subscribe to Wise Animals and hit the notification bell to make sure you don't miss any of our future videos. Sign 1. No rules applied. Has your kitty forgotten all their house training, or do they just think the world is their toilet now? Actually, the most common reason for a cat peeing outside the litter box is distress. Cats often pee to mark their territory, as a way to make their environment feel more familiar and secure, especially during stressful events. In this case, it might be because you're going away. Sign 2. Watch how your cat greets you. When you come home, does your kitty follow you everywhere, rubbing against you constantly and refusing to let you go to the bathroom alone? As annoying as it may be to have a furry shadow at all times, this clingy cat behavior is actually a stress response to you leaving. Your cat may be worried you'll leave again, so they stay close, following you around to make sure you're not going anywhere. Sign 3. Redecorating. Sometimes, your cat's reaction to your absence can feel more like an act of rebellion. You return from your trip to discover your curtains torn to shreds and your furniture covered in fresh scratches. This behavior is rooted in the same instinct that causes cats to mark territory by urinating. Cats scratch to leave their scent behind, claiming the area as their own. It's a stress response, your cat's way of coping with your departure and reaffirming control over their space while you're away. Sign 4. Acting extra affectionate. Along with being clingy, you may notice your cat becoming unusually affectionate, rubbing their body against your legs, butting their head against your hands, or even kneading or grooming you. This behavior is another form of scent marking. Thankfully, your cat has chosen this method over more destructive ones like scratching or peeing. When you've been away, your scent no longer carries their familiar markings, so your cat feels the need to reclaim it. By rubbing against you, your cats are reapplying their scent, reinforcing their bond with you, and making sure others know you belong to them. This is your cat's way of saying, "You're mine." Sign 5. On stop you from leaving mission. You're about to leave for an overnight trip, and after neatly folding tomorrow's clothes into your suitcase, you turn around to find your kitty curled up right on top of them, leaving a trail of cat hair. Why did your cat choose that spot of all places? Is your cat hoping to be packed along? While your kitty probably doesn't expect you to take them with you, they do recognize the suitcase packing routine as a sign that you're about to leave. By sitting on your clothes, your furry cat friend may be trying to disrupt your packing process and keep you from leaving, essentially forcing you to stay a little longer. Sign 6. Territory disputes. Do you have a favorite spot on the couch or a specific side of the bed? Most people do. But when you return home, you might notice that your cat has claimed those very spots as their own. This happens because the areas where you sit or sleep regularly carry your personal scent. Cats, being highly scent-driven creatures, are drawn to familiar smells, just as humans are drawn to visual cues. Just like you might look at photos of your cat when you're missing them, your cat might gravitate toward your scent for comfort when they're missing you. Sign 7. Cat siren. Have you been waking up in the middle of the night to the sound of relentless wailing? Meow, meow, meow. That only stops once you let your cat into your room. This crying is a common cat distress response. Your cat is likely calling out to make sure you're still there and haven't left again. This behavior is more common at night because it's when humans usually retreat to bed and fall asleep, which can be unsettling for a cat dealing with separation anxiety. Cats may feel disconnected or anxious while you're unreachable, prompting them to seek reassurance. Sign 8. Excessive sleeping or restlessness. When cats miss us, they may either sleep more than usual to pass the time or become restless, unable to settle down. You may find your cat wandering around aimlessly or searching for you in places where you usually are. This restlessness is your cat's way of coping with the absence, and it can show how much they're longing for your return. Sign 9. Gift-giving. Have you started finding more dead animals around the house? It may seem like your cat has gone into hunting mode, but there's more to it. Your kitty might have assumed that you were gone for good and that they'd need to fend for themselves. But why leave their catches behind instead of eating them? From your cat's perspective, the most likely reason for leaving home is to hunt for food. Your cat may have thought you were struggling to find food in your home territory, so they decided to bring you their catch as a gift, ensuring you wouldn't need to leave again for sustenance. Sign 10. Stress-related health issues. In severe cases, your cat's anxiety can lead to physical illness. Cats are surprisingly delicate creatures, and stress can cause them to stop eating or drinking, which can make them sick. If your cat shows any signs of illness, it's important to see a vet right away. Taking action early can help prevent more serious health issues from developing. Sign 11. How your cat forms associations. Cats are good at noticing patterns, but sometimes they get things a little wrong. For instance, if they see you packing an overnight bag before you leave, your cat might think the bag is the reason you're going. In an attempt to stop you from leaving, your cat companion may try to destroy the bag or even pee on it to make it seem less scary. While this is your cat's way of reacting, it's not a helpful solution and definitely doesn't make things easier for you. Sign 12. How clean is your cat? Has your cat been licking themselves more than usual? While cats are known for their grooming habits and often take pride in keeping themselves clean, excessive grooming can be a sign of significant distress. If your cat is over-grooming, it could indicate they're feeling anxious or unsettled. In severe cases, this cat behavior can even lead to hair loss. If you notice this, it's important to pay attention to any other signs of stress and consider how to help your kitty feel more secure. Sign 13. The silent treatment. Have you noticed that your cat seems to want some space after you return, hiding away and avoiding you for a while? Some cat guardians might think their kitty is punishing them for being away, or assume they weren't missed at all. However, the truth is that cats have an instinct to hide when they're stressed. As strange as it may sound, this behavior can actually be one of the clearest signs that your cat has been missing you. Your cat's need for a little time alone is simply their way of coping with the stress of separation. Sign 14. Kitty says hello. Not all signs are cause for concern. Some are just signs of affection. One of the most common ways cats show they've missed us is by running to the door to greet us when we come home. This could involve more scent marking, but also includes meowing hello and jumping up for pets. It's your cat's way of expressing excitement and happiness at your return, letting you know they've been waiting for you. Sign 15. Changes in bathroom habits. In addition to peeing outside the litter box, other bathroom issues like diarrhea or constipation can occur when your cat is stressed. Stress can affect a cat's digestive system, leading to changes in bathroom habits. If these issues persist, it's important to investigate further and rule out medical conditions. How to manage your cat's anxiety. The first step in managing your cat's anxiety is to address their distress and then offer ways to distract them. If your cat needs to stay in a kennel or with a sitter while you're away, providing something with your scent, like a pillowcase or an old piece of clothing, can offer comfort. If you choose a sitter, make sure it's someone your cat is familiar with, as cats often get anxious around strangers. Another great solution is providing more toys, especially ones that your cat can enjoy on their own. If you're often away, consider rotating toys regularly to keep things interesting for your cat. For cats who are especially anxious, it might be worth consulting your vet to explore medical solutions or calming products like pheromone diffusers. In some cases, prescription medication for anxiety may be the right option if it's impacting your or your cat's quality of life. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Your support not only encourages us, but also helps other cat lovers discover our content. Don't forget to share your experiences in the comments below, and consider subscribing to the Wise Animals channel for more informative videos on understanding and caring for our feline friends. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in our next